Hi, my name is Alexandra Novak. I'm an RN, I'm a registered nurse, and today we're going to talk about how to relieve a stiff neck. So I'm going to show my 3 top stretches on how to relieve the stiff neck pain right here, mostly on the sides and in the back. So I'm going to show 3 stretches, and then at the end I'm going to have some additional resources that can help more with relieving the pain and stiffness in the neck area. Okay, so here we first start out with my hand on the opposite side of where my head is turned, and you should be able to feel the stretch in the neck on the side, just as long as you have that hand out. And then next, you just want to have your head bent down, and you should feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And then next, you can move your head to the side, and then just have your arm out on the opposite side, and that should help to relieve the stiffness in the neck as well. And then there's another variation here where you can put the opposite hand out to the side as you're moving your head in a half circle motion. Okay, so here we have another variation, basically of the same thing, where you have the hand on the opposite side of where the head is turned, but you're just moving your arm over your head first and stretching your side in your abdominal area, and then you're stretching your neck as your arm is just a little bit elevated over the floor. Alright, so here is just another variation of what you can also do. You can also just do half circles if you do have any type of neck problem. So you can just do half circles one direction and then in the other direction. So those were the 3 top stretches, and this is just something else that you can do. Okay, so here, this is just another idea of what you can do if you do have a stiff neck. You just take a lacrosse ball, put it in between the shoulders, and you just move up and down, and you massage the vertebrae as you're moving up and down. So the lacrosse ball just goes right in between the shoulder blades, right on the vertebrae, and then you just move up and down and you massage the area, and that should help to relieve the stiff neck. Okay, and the lacrosse ball, if it's too painful, you can also try a tennis ball. Alright, so here, this is just another way of doing it if you don't have a wall. So you just use the floor, you put the lacrosse ball in between the shoulder blades, and you just move up and down, and that massages the area right on the vertebrae. Alright, so here I'm just showing the TENS unit. I'm putting it on my shoulder. Now you can use the TENS on your upper back, your lower back, your shoulder, your ankle, your foot. You can use it on your knee, your hip also. So those are the main areas where you would use it basically. It works very well on the back, but you can use it on the shoulder too. You don't even see the movement of the pads. It just massages the area very well. It's very soothing. I don't know if you can see the movement, probably not, but it's very effective. It's very soothing. It even feels kind of warm right on the area. So it just helps to get rid of the pain in the muscle, any stiffness. It's very effective. Okay, so those were the 3 top stretches to help relieve the stiffness in the neck area. So now I have some additional resources to show you that can also help. So first we have the TENS unit here. So the TENS unit, it's recommended by a lot of physical therapists. It is highly recommended. A lot of them use it in therapy. You have here 4 pads. That's how it normally comes, with 4 pads. And you have the wires here. So for a small area such as, the wrist or the ankle or the shoulder area, you would only use 2 pads. So you can use it on the joints basically. You can also use it on a larger area such as the upper back or the lower back or the hip area. For the larger areas, you would use 4 pads. For a small area such as the shoulders, you would only use 2 pads. Now, you would never put the pads on your neck, never directly here. That would just make it worse. It's a bit too intense for that, so that wouldn't help. So don't ever put it directly on the neck. Mainly if you do have the neck pain and stiffness, what you want to do is you want to stick and put it on your upper back here, right on the shoulder blades, since they are right next to your neck, and everything is connected, of course, so that should help to relieve any pain and stiffness in the neck area if you put it on the shoulder blades. Now this is cheaper online through Amazon. I'll leave a link below the video if you guys want to check it out. It is more expensive in pharmacies and places like that, so it is cheaper to buy it online. So you can check that out below. Okay, so that was about the TENS unit. Now, one more thing I forgot to mention about the TENS unit. It does work better if you are using a heating pad. So you would put the pads on the area and then you would put the heating pad over that area also. The heat helps to warm the muscle and it helps to relieve the stiffness. So your muscle, it needs to be warm in order to get rid of the stiffness and any type of pain. Heat seems to work better. Especially if it's after 48 hours. If you do have an injury and it's within the first 24 to 48 hours of the injury, then you do want to use ice. But afterwards, you can use heat. So if you're using the TENS unit on an area that's stiff, you can use a heating pad together with the TENS unit. Now, also we have a foam roller. Now, the foam roller usually comes with bumps, and they also have those that are smooth and have no bumps. You can also use this to relieve any type of back pain, upper back, lower back pain. You just put it behind you and you just roll on it. Okay, so next we have the Pure Wave. Now, I don't have the massager on me. I can't seem to find it, but I do have the box here. As you can see, there are many different parts to the machine. You can use it on different parts of the body. There are different pieces that you can use, and it does show the various parts of the body where you can use it. So you guys can check that out. There is a link below the video for the Pure Wave. Alright, so that basically concludes the video on how to get rid of a stiff neck. Now, with the lacrosse ball and the foam roller, if you can't use the lacrosse ball, of course, then you can use the foam roller if the lacrosse ball is a bit too hard for you. Now, you can also use a tennis ball, and then again, you can also use the TENS unit. The TENS unit is very effective. In my opinion, it might even be more effective than the lacrosse ball because it just focuses on massaging the area and in a nice smooth motion. Basically, it's not as a hard surface as the lacrosse ball. And also there is the Pure Wave, which I showed you. That's also an option if you don't want to use the lacrosse ball. So you have the foam roller, the TENS unit, and you also have the Pure Wave. Now, also some additional resources that I have below the video. I have 2 Facebook groups. One is about synchro gold turmeric. So the turmeric is the ultimate anti-inflammatory. It relieves a lot of the inflammation inside the body. Inflammation is the main cause of many diseases and pain within the body and why we have certain problems. Now, I'll leave a link here in this video at the end so you guys can learn more about the product and more about synchro gold turmeric. And also I have a Facebook group on weight loss, different balanced meals if you are pre-diabetic or if you do have diabetes, and also there is some balanced meals if you're interested in the ketone diet, and then there is your regular balanced meals if you're just interested in losing weight. So you guys can also check out my weight loss group. The link is below the video. So I got 2 Facebook groups, 2 links below this video, and some other resources that I showed you. The foam roller, the TENS unit, the Pure Wave, and so you guys can check out those below the video. And that's it. That concludes this video. So I'll see you in the next one. Please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.